Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the first game of the season. Toon Revival, we're back for Season 2. We have been busy in the transfer market. I am very excited about a couple of the signings that we've made. We'll be showing those to you in a minute. But first of all, just to let you know, we've already had the meeting with the board and they've told us that they want us to finish 6th place, which is only one place higher than last time, and honestly with the players that we have, I think we have a chance of that. And now we're being asked how we're feeling going into the first match, and I think we're probably going to just be a little bit cautious. We're not going to talk about the title. Let's just say we're ready for them. So we've had some ins and we've had some outs over the summer. We will get round to them. Some of them you won't have been expecting, others you probably will be. Okay, so let's go into the negotiations and let's have a look at our team first and foremost. Straight away, top of the pile, Mats Hummels has signed for Newcastle United. It was a free transfer. He was unattached. He's on £102,000 a week. We did get a boost of £250,000 to our weekly wage budget, so we're able to afford him quite handily. Originally he wanted £180,000 a week. I lowballed him for like 90 something, and his agent came back and said, "Look, 100 grand a week, he'll play for you." So he's in. He's a magpie. He's in the black and white at Newcastle United. I cannot believe that we got hold of a player of that quality. But there you go. The only problem with him is he is slightly slow. I think his pace is down around the 70s. But I think that if we paired him up with Todibo, we would have a pretty decent pairing there. Also, my captain for the season is still going to be Jamal Lascelles. He's definitely the senior centre-back at the club at the moment. Now, having already talked about Hummels, the next player on the list we want to talk about is this one down here, Verdonk. A left-back who can play centre-back, so it gives us some cover. We looked at him last time, and he did look like a bit of an upgrade on Dummett. He's not he's not a world beater or anything like that, but he's young, he's 23 years old, he's naturally left-footed, his passing is decent, his defence is very good, and in comparison to Dummett, he was pretty much across the board better in everything. He's a little bit shorter, but he is quicker, and that was something that we wanted to improve on. So Dummett, as soon as we get a decent offer for the lad, I think unfortunately his time at the club will be over. Also, you'll notice down here that Longstaff is still at the club, basically because we haven't had a good enough offer for him yet. He's not going to sign a new contract, and he's not going to play many games for us now because of the other signing that we made from the youth team, a French lad by the name of Bodmer. He wasn't the best rated defensive midfielder to come in the new intake of youth players, but he was the best looking from a purely defensive standpoint. If you look at his little diagram up there, you'll see that his defence is pretty decent. I'd say it's up there with Hayden already, but going through, ball winning 75, defensive awareness 77, those are absolutely vital for a defensive midfielder. Looking at his passing, it's not bad, like 74 low pass, lofted pass of 71. He's not going to be hitting that many lofted passes. It's all about the short, low passes for the defensive midfielder. So from that position, I think he's pretty decent. His tight possession is not great, but again, he's there to win the ball and just pass it off to the slightly more talented players. He's a good dribbler. He is a good dribbler, and he's got decent ball control. His form is pretty standard at 5, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And he's a big, tall, nasty bastard. He's 190 centimetres. He's going to sit in the middle of the park, and he's going to be one of those players that if we're using him, he's going to win some headers for us. His jumping's not great, but with the height, that's okay. And if you look at his heading, 68, again, not brilliant, but he'll win the header. The key here is winning the second ball. So I think he's going to be a very, very good player for us. And bearing in mind that he is only 16 years old, he's going to take some time to bed into the team. By the time he's 18, hopefully he'll be in the mid-70s. I mean, that's outstanding. So yeah, very happy to have Bodmer joining us here. And Schubert, the last player that we want to talk about, he's not a massive improvement over Darlow, who has left the club. He went to Brentford for, I think, £1.8 million. But he is an improvement, and he's young. He's going to get much better. We talked about him last episode. Go back and have a little look if you don't remember us talking about him. But yeah, he's decent. He's very decent, and he didn't cost us too much. He was about 7 million. He's going to get better. His market value at the moment is 6.2. We paid slightly more than that for him. Release fee is 7.3. We'll offer him a new contract in the next year or so. Try and get him to get rid of that release fee from the deal. Only on 23 grand a week. So yeah, pretty decent player. Very happy to have him, and he's going to be in rotation with Dubravka. We actually had an offer for Dubravka from Tottenham. They offered, I think, somewhere in the region of 5 million. That's not good enough. Sorry, it just isn't. Maybe in a year or two, when he's on the decline, and hopefully when Schubert has taken over from him, we can talk about maybe selling him on. But for the moment, he is the holder of the #1 shirt. And we'll see how it goes. Shelvey, we got an offer of 22 million for. I'm not letting Shelvey go. I'm sorry. He's one of those cogs that keeps the midfield moving. And we've had many, many offers for Mandzukic. I'm still not letting him go. I don't see any reason to let him go at the moment. The offers have all been in the region of I think 15 million, which if someone wants to buy him from me, let's start talking in the 20s, shall we? Because he's too good to be letting go for £15 million, especially to teams like Bournemouth, who might be rivals in the coming year. I'm not going to strengthen those teams. I'm not in the business of strengthening my rivals. We've had a few extra players mentioned in the scouting reports. This guy's rapid, but I think he's about 60 million or something. 71 million release and 46 million standard. There's not really any players there that I think improve us. I mean, this kid might be alright. He's young. He's got potential. But I don't think he's going to play. Okay, so anyway, back to the squad, and we're going to have to set our game plan up for the coming season, because we've got new players in, and we want to make sure that everyone that needs to be in the team is at least on the bench. So first things first, I think Muto is going to get a lot less game time this year. I mean, he didn't get any game time really before, so we're going to throw Verdonk up in there. Verdonk's more of a cover than anything, but you know he's gonna play a little bit. And then Bodmer is just kind of like a youth prospect, so he's not necessarily going to be on the bench for every match. But I think for the West Ham game, we've got a problem now, haven't we? Because we've got way too many good players and not enough spots for them. Okay. Shelvey's not too great at the moment, so let's put Nkunku in for him. Shelvey can sit this one out. We're going to be able to rotate our players a little bit more this season, which is going to be a nice thing to be able to do. Let's have a look. Maybe that's going to do us. I think Hummels has to start. Let's put him in for Shah. We have had offers in for Shah, so I'm considering possibly selling him. Todibo obviously is the heir apparent for him anyway, so we have cover with Verdonk being able to play left back as well as centre back. We do have cover in that position. So maybe Shah isn't even going to be on the bench for us. Maybe we're going to put Bodmer on the bench. Screw it, let's go with that, shall we? Just realised by doing that in game plan, that's going to be our lineup for every single game. So I'm probably going to have to go back in and put our strongest 11 together, and then our strongest bench, and then we can change it on a game by game basis from there. Damn right, make them play at our pace. whatever that pace might be. Okay, so we're pretty happy with that lineup. I think we're going to give it a go with that. Squad management has always been an issue for me in Pro Evo, because I always want to have my best players on the pitch every match, and you're just not going to be able to develop players by doing that. So, you know, that's definitely going to be a challenge for me this year, in this season. It's going to be making sure that there are games where I can bring in the younger players, the less experienced players, give them some game time, and give them some opportunity to grow.
Points tallies on the last day. That's all now irrelevant. It is all about the ultimate.
Come on, Jamal, lead the boys out.
That buoyant feeling is here. New start, fresh hope. Get the season off to a flyer. The fans are believing. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game.
Happy new season, everyone.
Everybody waiting to get the season underway. Everybody equal on the start line.
Yes, Peter, and I believe that year on year the game is going from strength to strength. It's impossible for that not to happen because of
very sloppy
the increasing wealth. That attracts the best talent and management and, of course, greater expectation. The boundaries have to continue being stretched. And
oh dear, it's an own goal. That is not the way to start the season. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And of all of the players to do it, Jamal Lascelles, captain, my captain, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright.
I thought I was just going to knock it back into the hands of the keeper, and instead I put it past him. It would have been a good finish if it was at the other end.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, 2 in double quick time.
What do you mean 2 in double quick time?
Into the second season under this boss. It's often a challenging period in the cycle. And it's Ritchie. Almiron. Has a pop!
Oh, there we go, equaliser, nice and early. Joel Linton off the mark for the new season already. Happy with that. One touch and bang in the bottom corner.
Oh,
that's what you want.
Goal,
only behind for a few minutes. And that will take the pressure off. And Lascelles maybe now can just relax a little bit, get into his natural rhythm. Oh, cheeky finish with the outside of the right boot. Hardly any backlift at all. Maybe an animation issue. But yeah, lovely finish. Lovely, lovely finish.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that.
Going
the players
long.
were still thinking about their goal.
You're not going to beat Hummels in the air, that's for sure.
Almiron. Mats Hummels.
Only problem with playing this attacking wing-backs system is
Mats
your
Hummels.
centre-backs end up very, very
Hayden.
wide. Obviously Hayden drops back to help out there, but...
Nkunku.
Ooh, he's been caught on the ball there a little bit.
His opponent. Breaks on here.
Ah, Hummels.
Back to the keeper and go
I think
again.
that was Hummels.
Mats Hummels.
Oof.
So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. It's come loose. Willems.
Cross it in. Oh no, just took a deflection. Put it into the path of Fabianski, who claims it very easily. Never any real danger there.
Cresswell. Has he found his man? Well, the season here is off to a flyer. 1-1 already.
Oh no, he's overcooked that. Never mind. Never mind. It was a nice idea, just the passing wasn't quite right for it.
Hoists it forward. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yep. No real malicious intention there. I think the players just came together, and obviously Nkunku won the free kick as a result. Still not really feeling like we're attacking as a truly fluid unit at the moment.
Rice.
It will come.
Rice
It's
drives
going
it
to take
forward.
a little bit of time.
He's got options out wide. He's left his man.
Come on, Hummels.
Oh, that's neat. And it's
Dear.
got through.
He's been pulled out of position there.
Keeper's ball.
Goalkeeper alert to what's going on, unable to recover the ball. No drama.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Nkunku. Richie. Swept in.
No, not the cross we needed.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Time to deliver. Loose has a shot.
Oh, that was a cheeky try.
Oh, just
Never going to come off. I
finish.
should have tried to take the control rather than hitting a first time shot, but never mind. Never mind. Good to see Alan already at the races, trying to get on the end of things. Oh, Hummels again. Was that Hummels? He's a beast in the air, isn't he? He's not the paciest, but when you've got good movement, good positioning like that, you don't necessarily need to be the quickest.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. It's got through and has a goal!
Oof.
Oh, that's a fine
That would have been a
save.
beautiful
Well,
shot,
that was
a beautiful
high-class
goal.
goalkeeping there to
Was
back
it on
up
target? I
his
think it
high-class
might have been,
weight.
you know. Yeah, I think that's going in. It's creeping inside the post there.
And that's been levered clear. Henriks goes for the cross.
Oh, no, again, just a little bit too close to the keeper. We're nearly there. It's fractions. That's all it is.
Yarmolenko.
Oh, yeah, I thought that might be given as a foul. He just nibbled him at the ankle.
Yes, real chance. Oh, and with that, the half-time
Right then,
whistle goes.
so at
So
half-time,
very watchable
1-1,
game so
and
far.
Newcastle
Action
have scored
at
both.
ends and the team's level. Newcastle head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each.
Lots of possession, just haven't really done anything with it. So we're going to have to change things a little bit. I'm just wondering if I withdraw Nkunku just slightly. That might open up a bit more space. Everyone's looking pretty fit so far, so we could probably use a little bit more mobility through the middle. But we'll carry on as is for the time being. I'm experimenting with Coco playing from the left,
And that's the
as he's a
second
right
half
footer,
started.
Newcastle playing well with
with Alan through the middle,
opportunities and
just to
plenty
give us a bit
positives
more
to take from the
mobility.
first half. Despite this
He's
scoreline,
well able to
converting
play as a
chances
centre forward.
would make a world of difference for them.
Patrick. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Lascelles. Hayden.
Ah. Good tackle. Again, Hummels.
Nkunku.
He's had a fantastic debut, the lad.
Almiron. Willems. Almiron. Willems.
Oh, ref.
No question, that's a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Cresswell.
Hayden pushing very high up the pitch here. I hope that doesn't leave us a little too exposed at the centre.
Locate someone up front. Plays it out to the flank. In with the challenge.
Hummels again.
Hummels demonstrating fabulous
Ref, come on!
Just will not be beaten.
Did you not hear the scream of pain?
Yarmolenko. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Wilshere. Oh, great ball! And the counter is on. Well, it has been pretty tight up to now. 1-1.
Just can't really hold it up today, Joelinton. That passing's been terrible through the middle.
The end of that. Almiron. What a ball! Big chance!
Ah, no.
Good challenge. He just stood firm. Forward it goes.
Ah, an offside.
The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Okay, well, I think that might be the last we've seen of Joelinton for this match. Wilshere with the yellow card. Did he have a little nibble there? He did. Naughty, naughty boy. Okay, so let's get this change made. And I think we are going to go with Coco on the left, Richie on the right, and Alan through the middle. And we'll see how that goes for the next 10-15.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Keeper sends it forward. Now it's Yarmolenko. Almiron. Just brushed off the ball there.
For goodness sake.
Well,
It wasn't brushed off the ball, he was bundled off of it. And I find that extremely frustrating how apparently, you know, 1 minute you can be very physical in your defence and be absolutely fine, and the next minute you can't be. There's no consistency, and it's not even from a game-to-game basis. It's situation to situation. And they really need to sort that out. That's one of the real pet peeves that I've had with this edition of the game.
Nkunku. Almiron. Nkunku gets it back. Almiron.
Go on, Almiron. Oh, off the post.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's so important that we start this season with a win.
Patrick tries to get it forward quickly. Cresswell aimed in towards the centre.
Weston merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means
Weston.
an awful lot, obviously.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Floats one over.
Oh, no. He nearly got on it.
Newcastle showing a good
Just
level
intercepted
of
at the
intensity
last.
at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And I think it might end up being a draw, you know.
Hummels positions himself well and cuts it out.
Oh, come on, Hayden, you've got to win that.
Felipe Anderson. Now it's Felipe Anderson. Could be a chance here. He's gone for it. Oh, that is rather wayward. Willems.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Hayden. Nkunku. He's made sure that that won't get through. Now it's Wilshere.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, we got lucky there.
Oh,
we got very lucky
stop.
there.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were
I
ultra
think
sharp.
the win for us is gone.
Time for a change in personnel.
So now we just have to make sure we don't lose.
Change then. Hayden knocks it away. West Ham don't have many options and time is running out. Rice, whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
It's not been a very good day for Lascelles, is it really?
Yarmolenko!
Ooh.
Now it's Felipe Anderson. Up to meet
Oh,
it.
no. Oh, that's a
it's in.
sickener.
And that has raised
2
the
minutes
roof.
and 48 seconds into 2 minutes of extra time.
Oh, lovely header, but really it
That's
was all
absolutely
about the delivery.
sickening.
Well, look,
Absolutely
it's often
sickening.
the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But it was beautifully met, it really was.
Hate it.
So that's it. It is all
Literally
over.
the last kicked it.
Newcastle
Ah.
chipped at the first hurdle here. Nothing to show yet, but plenty of time to recover. How would you summarise what we've seen
Nothing
today,
to look
then,
at
Jim?
here with the
Look, every
highlights. That
manager
was
wants to get
a
off
pretty
to a winning start
appalling
and at least set a positive vibe for what's to follow. Instead, he's
performance
now got to
by
ensure that
Newcastle.
all his
So
players keep their chins
we've
up
started
and
the season
go try
with
and win the
a
next one.
loss. I hope that that isn't a portent of thing to come. Everton have beaten Arsenal on the first day of the season as well, so Preston North End, by the way, promoted to the Premier League along with West Brom, and it's not been a very good day for Preston, but it's been a very good day for West Brom, so we'll see how things go there. There we go. I guess if you're going to lose a game, then it might as well be on the opening day of the season. It's a gutting performance, it's a gutting result, and oh well, never mind. We will try and bounce back next time. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, see you soon. Bye bye.